San Diego Padres. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the San Diego Padres looking like a team that could make some noise. It's a strong roster to start the year. Where do you think they stack up among the league's best?
Oh, Boog, they're definitely contenders, no doubt about that. Plenty of talent on this roster. Maybe not a juggernaut, but a good team. And I think they might need to patch some holes at some point, though.
Yeah, time will tell, of course, but I agree with you. They look like they're set up to play meaningful baseball all the way to game 162, maybe beyond.
And now,
the crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway as always. Back with more in a minute. All right, first pitch coming up. And towing the slab, Michael King. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Next offering is down low. Now 2-0. This one in the air. Machado gets under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One away. And now the opening day lineup for the Braves. Chris, this is a franchise and a fan base that expects success.
No doubt about that, Boog. I mean, they've gone to the postseason 7 straight years, and last year was the first time they didn't win the NL East since 2017. I wouldn't be surprised if they reclaim their spot atop the East and make a deep postseason run this year.
Michael Harris II stands in now and watches strike 1. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
2 outs. Base is empty. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. And that drops in for a strike. 2 outs. Base is empty. Gets under it and pops it up. Arise has it sized up. Hauls it in to end the inning. And the Braves go down quietly. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Petco Park. And starting this one, Chris Sale. And he comes in off a really nice season on the hill, Chris.
An ERA in the low 2s last year. So consistent, so dependable. Talk about a skipper who's got a guy like that that's going to go out there and not just keep them in the ball game, but really give them an opportunity to win a ball game, even if it's a low-scoring day for the offense. That's who he was last season. And if he's even close to that this year, I think they'll be really happy with his performance.
Jackson Merrill, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Gets him to chase after that one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Throws to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And here comes Sander Bogaerts. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Sale, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Bogaerts swings through that one.
1 and 2's the count.
Ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Luis Arias in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
2 outs.
Ball.
Cuts at it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Second inning set to go. And now Matt Olson up to hit. King back to work.
That's a ball.
That's inside.
1-0.
Just
Down,
missed.
ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Right through there for a strike. A little bit high. And now 3 balls and a strike. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him. And that's their first base runner of the game.
I don't think you really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Austin Riley stands in here, takes ball 1 low. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul.
Riley used to be a pitcher back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because he started the season with a long slump. He'd get messages questioning if he should go back to pitching, but turns out he made the right choice.
Profar climbs in on that left side. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Our plate umpire, Freddie Ferguson. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Ozzie Albies in the box now. No balls and a strike. Comes up empty. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys. Bogarts with the throw to first. And Albies is retired. That's out number 3. Braves strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Pitch misses there, and the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Oh, man, just knocked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Manny Machado now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And that one sliced foul. 1 out, bases empty. swings and blasts one deep to left center, and it's into the gap. Wow, it ends up being just a one-out single.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice line drive to the close side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Jason Hayward, batting with one down, takes a strike. To third, Riley. Fires to second for one. Double play. What a twin killing, Dan. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
Murphy.
In there at the knees, 0-1. Murphy, a former Gold Glove winner, in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Pitch is in there, and that is strike one. And it's strike two.
0-2.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1-2.
Stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. First time up was a pop out. On the ground right side, Arias takes it to the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Braves go down quickly here, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here in San Diego, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Brandon Lockridge. Slider right there.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Harris has a beat on it. Nabs it, and there's one away. Next is the catcher for the Padres, Luis Campusano. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
That's a ball.
Still tied at 0, last of the third.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. And it remains 2-2. And Sale deals. Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, no way. Wow.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
What?
Ground ball right side. Albies throws to first in time. That takes care of Cronenworth. And that is that. Padres down in order. Still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Michael Harris II. First pitch misses. On the ground to third. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ozuna batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Late on that fastball.
0-2.
On the ground at first. Arise takes it himself, and a couple of quick outs.
Now
and the batter now, Matt Olson, walked his first time.
Olson.
And he chases that one below the zone.
0-1.
Pitch misses. Ball one. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2 is the count.
And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and we are still scoreless. Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the fourth. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Jackson Merrill. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swings and chases a low one there. Outside low, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is outside. On the ground, right side, Albies. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Here's Bogarts now. His first hit back was a strikeout.
Bogart.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. All tied up here on opening day. And that drops in for a strike.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And that one fouled off. Sale delivers. That one to first, and it goes just foul.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. 3 up. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's going to be Austin Riley. King back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Braves just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And now it's even up. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. The Braves hitless so far in the game. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Inside, and 1-1. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Swing and a ball popped up. Bogarts pulls that one down, and that is that. Down in order go the Braves. Halfway through this one, still no score. Back here in San Diego, and now the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a miss. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark. For those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues, them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure, for them they feel that they are right at home. Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
The only one I got to hit.
Here's Machado. Yeah, that's fouled off. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there in the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Perfect. He won't even get hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Dominant performance for him today. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here's Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off.
What's his power? Better power.
Sale ready. Hit in the air, left field, Profar under it. Makes the grab, 2 down. Here's a speed threat, Brandon Lockridge. Flying to center his first time. In the air, right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. And we still have no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. Check swing, called strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. He's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone. Sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
All tied up here on opening day. Pitch in the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he chases that one. Making 7 strikeouts for him. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
He was late there, strike 1.
1-1.
Ground ball, left side, and foul ball. 1-2 now on Acuna.
2-2.
That one missed. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. No score. Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Campusano. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Makes a nice running catch. 1 down. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So the lineup flips over. Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. Late on that fastball. Bogaerts, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Aruba. Hit in the air out to center field. Harris after it. He's got it, and the inning is over. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Harris II. Hard hit left side. No play. That's an infield single.
He made a great run at it, Boog. I mean, he had their hitters off balance for the entire game up until this point.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
That one ripped, but foul.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit. And part of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
With the go-ahead run at third, here in the top half of inning number 7. Pitch misses outside. 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on the grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
There's a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Just missing there. Now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. Back here in San Diego, bottom of the 7th, Luis Ariz stands in. Pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Cut on and lifted in the air, and it drops in. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Pretty amazing. His first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat. So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Drops into the glove. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. Now Machado up here. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of... Arcia whips it to first, and that's the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jurickson Profar. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Matt Waldrop.
Well, forget about spin rate. I mean, he's got that knuckleball that just floats up there and dances all over the place.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
0-2.
On the ground, right side. Profar is out. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's under it. Out, number 2.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Check swing, called strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th.
Now
Joe Jimenez. Leading off,
Number
Jason
77,
Hayward.
Joe Jimenez.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris has a beat on it. And a quick out, number 1. And now, Brandon Lockridge. Swing and a miss. Movement in the Atlanta
0-1.
bullpen. Dylan Lee appears to be getting loose. Johnson getting cranked up as well. One down, base is empty. And fires in a fastball at 95.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
One, two.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now batting, catcher.
So
Luis.
digging in now for San Diego, Luis Campusano. Fouled off down the right side. Hits softly on the ground to third. Tosses to first. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. 9th inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Waldron back to work. Swing and a chopper out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. Now one gone in the 9th. Here's Acuna now. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, and at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
All tied up here at the top of the 9th. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
1-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Tied him up on a fastball inside. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Check swing, he held up, and that's ball 1. Swing and he breaks his bat. Machado fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. So they make short work of him there. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. No score. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th.
Now
Dylan Lee.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Cronenworth in the box now. Takes strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Raisel Iglesias, the closer, is getting loose. To the right side. Olsen steps on the bag. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
In the air, center field. Harris sizes this one up. Brings it in. And a couple of quick outs. It's Xander Bogaerts now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Foul ball there. Lee, 30 years old now, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016. Trying to send this to extra innings. This one in the air right field. Acuna sizing this one up, corrals it. And that is the inning. So they go quietly there. 9 isn't enough to decide a winner. So we are off to extra innings. And we still have no score. On to extra innings. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Just missed.
That's the ball.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
2-0.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Ball 4. He walked in. And that keeps things going.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. So the Padres with a new arm in the mound, Jeremiah Estrada.
Jeremiah Estrada.
Olsen in the box now, takes strike 1. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in extra innings. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there's one down. Here is Austin Riley. First pitch, not close.
That missed. That's a ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And the righty deals. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. And that one is inside. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Now a screamer into the outfield. And a base hit right there. Here comes the throw. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only 1 away.
With the bases juiced, he refused to get pull happy. He stayed within himself, drove the ball to center field. That'll get across a run.
Here comes the skipper. Yuki Matsui comes on now.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Fought off foul. That one not close. And that is ball 1. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find him.
Swang and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. 1 runs in.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
So they're all loaded up. That one's in there, and now it's filled up 3-2.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get-me-over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Step off, and looks the runner back to third now.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little.
Grounded to third, could be two. He fires home for one, and that's all they'll get. Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swing and a foul out of play. Bases loaded, 2 down. And here in extra innings. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Just off the inside corner, and the count 1-2. That one drifts inside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third. Welcome back, and
Now
here
pitching for the Braves.
runner in scoring position, no
Number
outs.
26.
And now the first baseman,
Right
Luis
center,
Arias.
Iglesias.
Pop up here, third base side. Riley under it. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one found hard the other way. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Padres with only 1 out remaining. Manny Machado up to the plate. And Manny gets a piece.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Bogarts at second with 2 down. And now
1 ball, 2
1 and
strikes.
2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the